Good day, everybody. It is Calxiyn here, and if you guys enjoyed this video, you should subscribe for more Miraculous Ladybug videos. Today, I am bringing you guys some great news from Chikara, and we will have their links in the description because they do have a YouTube channel and a Twitter, so I want to credit them, lead you guys over to them so you guys can be aware of all the news and stuff too. But they have brought us the great news that Miraculous Ladybug has been renewed, or greenlit, you could say, for season 6 and 7, and we also got some news about the movies as well, and so I want to talk about it just in the context of, like, lots of people are like, oh my gosh, is the love square not really going to be solved until season 7? Like, a lot of people are thinking of it in terms of that, so I want to talk about that aspect of it, but I also wanted to bring you guys the news first and foremost. And so as you guys can see by the chart here, it says that thanks to licensing Russia, it's now officially confirmed that season 6 and 7 are greenlit on new seasons each year, so that's their content delivery plan. So they're basically planning on having one season a year. Like, that is the plan. Obviously, that may be subject to change, but that's their idea, is to go all the way to season 7, which is 2024, which is crazy because I'm just thinking about it and I'm like, I will be 24 years old. And so yeah, that's how I'm sort of thinking about it. And then we also had some information about the Miraculous World events, and so we see that we're actually getting a London, Africa, and Brazil Miraculous World, which I didn't know. I knew about the Brazil one, but I didn't know about the London one, so I think that's pretty cool, and I was actually thinking about it just because there are episodes where, like, Adrian goes to London, right? Like, that's the whole thing, and so it'd be really cool to do something, like, more permanent, and so I think that that's really cool that that's, like, confirmed. There's a movie 2. We already knew that they're doing a movie 1, so lots of cool stuff. And then Chikara also posted the source that was doing this event, you could say, that was doing this, like, conference. They call it a webinar, so the webinar, right? So yeah, that is basically the news, and I'm super excited to hear all this. I'm glad that the show continues to get all these new projects so we can continue to, you know, fall in love with the world. We already love the world in a lot of cases, but to continue to have this world to come back to, in a sense. It's sort of hard for me to explain. It's like, I know that everything must end eventually, but I'm glad that it's not ending yet, because I feel like that the journey in this world, there's so much to still explore. And so I want to talk about, though, the aspect of this that everybody's, like, worried about, I guess, which is, oh my god, are they gonna make the love square go until season 7? I cannot say for sure, but this is my personal opinion, okay? This is just my thoughts. What I would think is that we may get into a Kim Possible situation, if anyone's ever watched Kim Possible. So they had the first 3 years of Kim Possible where she was in all 3 years of school, and then in the graduation year for Kim Possible, she got with Ron, and the entire year was like her and Ron dating. And so personally, that is how I see Miraculous Ladybug, that you have sort of these, like, 3 years, like when Marinette, like, first starts school, you know, she gets a little, like, older in school, and then she starts dating Adrian, and then that's like a season. You know what I mean? Like, we get a season where they know each other's identities, and we see the dynamics, and we see all of that fun stuff, like the reveal happens and everything like that. That's just how I see it. That's how I would imagine they go. Especially because a lot of Disney shows seem to function in a very similar way. Like, just off the top of my head, you have stuff like Hannah Montana or Wizards of Waverly Place or something like that. And I know that Miraculous isn't Disney in the sense, like, it's on Disney Channel, but it's not Disney in that same sense. But what I'm sort of thinking is that a lot of, like, shows along those lines that I used to watch as a kid, they do this thing where it's like the very last year is like graduation, or like the very last year is the first year in college and stuff like that. And so that's sort of how I see Miraculous Ladybug, is what they're gonna do with this season 6 and this season 7 is that they are going to, like, know a lot more than basically what the characters know now, that there's gonna be the reveal by then, that there's gonna be, like, all of these, like, big things happening by then, big relationship things, right? Like the dynamic between, like, Marinette and Adrian now that they know each other's identities, or maybe one of them knows and the other one doesn't. Like, I feel like that we are gonna get all of that stuff. And we also have the possibility of, like, that new Hawkmoth, right? So I'm sort of seeing it almost like, okay, so season 5, everything goes down. Like, I just say, everything goes down, right? The reveal goes down, like, the secrets, right? Everything's exposed. Everyone knows that Gabriel's Hawkmoth. Adrian knows that Ladybug's Marinette. Like, it all goes down, right? And then, like, they, you know, they do the thing, they save the day. Hawkmoth is defeated as, like, Gabriel. Like, Gabriel is defeated. And then afterwards, right? Somebody else becomes Hawkmoth, somebody else becomes the villain, but by that point, Adrian and Marinette know each other's identities, and it's sort of a different dynamic, right? And they, you know, continue to fight alongside each other, but also they're dating, and it's like a whole thing. Like, that's sort of how I see it. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Like, I feel like that it's gonna be fine. Like, season 4 is already shaking up so much. Like, there's so many ways that they could shake up Miraculous, and so I'm not that worried. I don't know. I do see that, like, graduation year, or the year that they start dating and stuff, and then, like, one season after that will just be, like, that new, like, normal, if that makes sense, you know? So I wouldn't worry about it too much. But that is how I sort of see everything going down. And so yeah, that is all from me, guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to go subscribe to Chikara. I'll make sure to put a link for them in the description. A bunch of links. I'll link their Twitter and I'll link their YouTube channel. But yeah, I just wanted to get my thoughts out about like the season 6 and season 7. And don't worry if you guys are wondering about some other Miraculous videos. Those are coming soon. I'm just still not feeling well, so I'm just trying to balance exams with doing some videos while I like handle like being like not 100%. And so yeah, I hope that you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!